The gentleman from Alabama for 2 minutes.
I thank the chairman. Mr. Chairman, today we're having a hearing on the creation of an independent consumer protection or consumer financial protection agency. And there's no question that consumer protection is a legitimate government responsibility. However, there is and needs to be a serious dialogue over how that function should be properly undertaken to be effective. The proposal that was outlined in the administration's white paper proposes very fundamental and profound changes to the current financial regulatory regime. We have to ask ourselves whether those changes have the potential to reduce consumer choice, limit innovation, and exacerbate the credit crunch that consumers and small businesses are currently facing. When you tell people that they cannot make certain loans, then it always has the potential to restrict credit. The House Republicans have offered a consumer protection plan that closes gaps in the enforcement of our present consumer protection laws by consolidating the regulatory enforcement and consumer protection functions in a single agency and streamlining the complaint process for consumers and investors. It would also strengthen anti-fraud enforcement by giving regulators more investigative and enforcement tools. The Republican consumer protection proposal is built on the premise that the best way to protect consumers is not through creation of another bureaucracy accountable to no one, but by consolidating the regulatory system in place today and holding regulators accountable for both consumer protection and safety and soundness. Probably my main question early on is the wisdom of bifurcating consumer protection and safety and soundness regulation, as is suggested in the administration's proposal. I'm not the only one that has raised these concerns. Virginia Democrat Mark Warner of the Senate Banking Committee said this: "I need some more convincing of the creation of this consumer protection agency. Will this new consumer agency have the knowledge, because it won't have the kind of day-to-day exposure to financial products or the industry if this agency was actually housed inside the day-to-day prudential regulator?" Mr. Chairman, I look forward to working with you and the administration to develop a consumer protection framework that fosters innovation in financial products, benefits and protects consumers without creating unintended potentially adverse consequences for consumers and the financial services industry. I also thank Congressman Delahunt for his work on the issue.